How's it going, guys? All right, so today what we're going to do is we are going to go over the Gemini rising in their path to their career. So, a Gemini rising is going to come into this world, and Gemini is an air sign and it's mutable, meaning changeable. So, Gemini is known as the messenger of the zodiac. Geminis are extremely curious, they want to learn as much as they can about as many different things as they can, and then they want to communicate that with as many people as possible. So the Gemini has a ton of curiosity, and they're really looking to experience as many perspectives of life as they possibly can, right? So a Gemini rising is going to have their fourth house, which is their home and family, ruled by the sign of Virgo. Now, Virgo and Gemini are kind of like sisters because they're both ruled by the planet Mercury. And Mercury is the planet of thinking and communicating. So, more than likely, whether it's a sibling or the parents, someone in the home is going to be able to stimulate this Gemini's mind. But there's going to be some sort of restrictions around their curiosity. So maybe there's a lot of information about certain topics, but then other topics potentially that are more taboo, there's not a lot of information. And like I said, the Gemini wants to learn about everything. So because of these restrictions in their home around their curiosity, this pushes the Gemini rising to find people or the other in the seventh house that embody Sagittarius energy. So, what is Sagittarius energy? Sagittarius is a fire sign. And Sagittarius, like in our previous videos, it's very focused on the experiences of life. So, Gemini seeks out this Sagittarius energy, and the Sagittarius really, they don't think about things as deeply. Well, I don't want to say as deeply, but as deeply into it as a Gemini, whereas a Gemini might have a lot of ideas and want to do it, but they think themselves out of it. A Sagittarius, if they want to do it, they're doing it. So the Sagittarius is going to take the Gemini on all of these different experiences that really teach the Gemini so many different things and help them develop these perspectives that they're wanting to gain throughout life. And so this natural curiosity, this early restriction around their curiosity in some way, to finding the other who takes them on all of these experiences so that the Gemini can really like get their hands dirty. This all pushes the Gemini rising into Pisces energy in their 10th house. So a Gemini rising is actually a lot more spiritually inclined than most people think, because a lot of times when we think about Gemini, we just think about like funny, childlike, chatty, right? Maybe gossipy. But with the Gemini rising and the way that the signs fall in the houses, the Gemini rising is actually very inclined to some sort of spiritual connection. So Pisces it's the last sign, so it's very related to our spirituality, to intuition, to creativity. So this is the way the Gemini is going to show up in the world. They're going to take their natural curiosity and then all of these different experiences they've gone on, and they're really going to become some sort of teacher with these broad outlooks on life. And they'll also be seen in some type of way as like a creative, or like you can't quite put your finger on them. Maybe they're into a lot of different things and you have a lot of different topics. One suggestion I would give a Gemini rising as far as their career goes is sometimes things in your career can get a little murky. So you got to go in and find that balance between your intuition up at the top and that groundedness in the Virgo, so that you can find your center and really find the path that works for you. All right, hope you guys got something out of that, and comment your rising sign below and we'll do yours.